Hello, and welcome to The Unseen Scars. Here we share real stories from real people, voices from the quiet corners of the internet, where hearts are laid bare. Today's story is about the poison of a secret. It comes from a woman who stumbled upon a truth she wasn't looking for, on a screen that wasn't hers. Now she's trapped in the awful space between knowing and pretending not to know. Her story is called The WhatsApp Chats I Wasn't Supposed to See. Okay, let's jump into story. It's 2:17 a.m. My husband is asleep next to me. He's snoring, a soft little rumble that I used to find comforting, endearing even. Tonight it sounds like a taunt. He can sleep. Of course he can sleep. I haven't slept properly in 6 days, ever since I saw. I feel sick. My stomach is in a permanent knot. I sit here in the blue glow of my phone screen, in the bathroom so the light doesn't wake him, and I just feel broken. And the worst part is, no one knows. I have to get up in the morning and make toast for our son. I have to kiss my husband goodbye as he leaves for work. I have to smile and nod and pretend that our life isn't a lie. I don't know how long I can keep this up. It was an accident. That's what's so cruel about it. I wasn't snooping. I swear. I have never been that person. We trusted each other. Or I trusted him. I thought we were a team, Tom and I. Married for 5 years, together for 8. We have a son, Leo. He's 2. He's our whole world. We weren't a perfect couple, no one is, but I thought we were solid. I thought we were the real deal. Last Saturday, he was in the shower. I was getting Leo dressed, and Tom's phone was on the bedside table. My phone was downstairs, and I just wanted to quickly check the weather to see if I should put Leo in a jumper or just a t-shirt. It was faster to just grab his. He usually locks it, always, but this time it was open. He must have been using it right before he got in the shower and forgot. So I picked it up, and there was a notification at the top of the screen, a WhatsApp message. The name was Jess Work, and the message preview said, "Still laughing about what you said at lunch. You're terrible." The winky face. Why does a tiny little emoji feel like a punch in the gut? It's just a winky face. People use it all the time. But my blood went cold. It was instant, a primal animal instinct that something was wrong. He'd mentioned a Jess from his office. Accounts department, I think. New girl. Mentioned her once, maybe twice. Jess is great. Really gets the new system. Nothing to raise an alarm. Just a colleague. I should have stopped. I should have put the phone down, locked it, and walked away. I could have gone back to my life, the one where I was happy, blissfully, stupidly happy. But I didn't. I tapped on the notification. And the world ended. It wasn't a long conversation, not on that screen, but I scrolled up, and I kept scrolling. Weeks of it. Months. It started out innocent enough. Work stuff, questions about spreadsheets. Then it became friendlier. Jokes, memes. Then it slid into something else. Something intimate. Her. Ugh, another boring Tuesday. Him. Would be better if we were having another one of our meetings. Her. Haha, you wish. My boss would kill me. Him. Worth it. My husband. My Tom. The man who falls asleep holding my hand, the man who cried when our son was born, he wrote that. Worth it. I kept scrolling, my hand shaking so much I could barely control my thumb. Her, a picture of a cocktail. Wish you were here. Him. Me too. Bet you look amazing tonight. Her. Maybe I'll show you sometime. The blushing emoji. Another tiny little dagger. There were good morning texts. He hasn't sent me a good morning text in years. He sends them to her every day. There were good night texts. Sleep well, X. He kisses me goodnight, rolls over, and then what? He picks up his phone and texts her? The thought makes me want to vomit. I heard the shower turn off. Panic. Pure, cold adrenaline. My heart was a drum against my ribs. I closed the app. I swiped up to clear it from the recent app screen. I pressed the power button. The screen went black. I put the phone back on the bedside table, screen down, exactly as I'd found it. I stood there, frozen, in the middle of our bedroom. Our bedroom. The room where we made a life. The room where we made our son. Everything suddenly looked foreign. The photos on the wall of our wedding, our holidays, they looked like pictures of strangers. Tom came out of the bathroom, a towel around his waist, humming. He smiled when he saw me. "Morning, love. Is Leo up?" And I had to function. I had to make my mouth form words. "Yeah, just getting him dressed," I said. My voice sounded thin, distant. I hoped he didn't notice. He didn't. He just ruffled his hair with another towel and started getting dressed for the day. He was just normal, completely and utterly normal. And I realized in that moment, this is his life now. This is normal for him. Living this dual existence, being my husband and being whatever he is to her. And I'm the one who has to carry the secret, his secret. The last 6 days have been a special kind of hell. I'm a ghost in my own life. I'm watching a play of our family, and I'm in it. I'm saying the lines, but I'm not really there. I'm in the back of the theater, screaming. Every single thing he does is now suspicious. He smiles at his phone. Who is he texting? Her? He says he has to work late. Is he at work? Or is he with her? At a pub? At her flat? He touches me. He put his arm around me on the sofa last night while we were watching TV. And my entire body went rigid. I felt like a coiled spring. I wanted to shrug him off, to scream, "Don't touch me." But I just sat there and let him. I even leaned my head on his shoulder. It was the most dishonest thing I've ever done. And he didn't have a clue. He just squeezed my shoulder and said, "Tired?" I wanted to say, "Yes, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of you." But I just nodded. I've become a detective in my own home. I watch him constantly. The way he angles his body away from me when he's on his phone. The way he takes it into the bathroom with him now. Things I never noticed before, or maybe I did and just didn't care, are now giant, flashing red signs. And I've started a mental list. A list of all the lies. The client dinner 2 weeks ago that he came home from smelling faintly of a perfume that wasn't mine. I thought I was imagining it. The weekend conference last month that he was strangely vague about when I asked what sessions he'd attended. The way his sex drive just sort of disappeared a few months ago. He blamed stress at work. I blamed my own body, the way it's changed since having Leo. I thought maybe he didn't find me attractive anymore. I started working out more. I bought new lingerie. God, I am so pathetic. It wasn't me. It was never me. He was just getting it somewhere else. Or is he? This is the question that's eating me alive. I didn't see any messages that explicitly said they'd slept together. It was all flirty, innuendo, suggestive. But no, I can't wait to do what we did last night again. So now my brain is stuck in this insane loop. What if it's just an emotional affair? Does that make it better or worse? The thought of him touching her is sickening, but the thought of him sharing a part of his mind with her, a part that used to be mine, that feels like a deeper betrayal somehow. The private jokes, the emotional intimacy, that's the stuff we built our marriage on, and he's giving it away to Jess from accounts for free. I keep thinking about her profile picture, a small circle on a screen that has destroyed my life. She's pretty. Of course she is. Younger than me. Long dark hair, big smile. A photo of her on a mountain looking happy and carefree. The kind of person who doesn't have a toddler pulling at her clothes all day. The kind of person who has time for cocktails on a Tuesday. Do I confront him? I play the conversation out in my head 1,000 times a day. Scenario 1, the rage. I scream. I throw his phone against the wall. I tell him I know. I tell him to get out. Leo is woken up by the shouting. He cries. Our family implodes. And then what? I'm a single mom. Our house gets sold. We spend holidays shuffling our son between 2 homes, all because of a winky face emoji. Scenario 2, the calm discussion. I sit him down. I say, Tom, we need to talk. I saw some messages on your phone. He'll deny it. He'll say she's just a friend. He'll say I'm crazy, I'm overreacting, I'm insecure. He'll gaslight me. He'll turn it around and make it my fault for looking at his phone in the first place. And maybe a part of him will be right. And then what? The secret is out, but it's twisted, and the trust is gone forever, and we just live in this polite, cold marriage for the sake of our son. Scenario 3, I say nothing. I keep pretending. I wait for it to either fizzle out or for him to get sloppy and for me to find undeniable proof of a physical affair. I live this lie every day until I can't take it anymore. Or until he leaves me for her. Which option is worse? I genuinely don't know. My friend Amy, she says I'm being a doormat. I told her. I had to tell someone or I was going to explode. I called her from the car park at Sainsbury's and just sobbed for 20 minutes. She was furious. Leave him, she said. Bin him, he's a snake. It's easy for her to say. Her life isn't tied to his. She doesn't have to look at our son and explain why daddy doesn't live with us anymore. She doesn't have to remember the good times. Because there were so many good times. I hate that I can still remember them. Our first flat, with the dodgy heating and the mice, we were so broke, but so happy. The day he proposed, in the pouring rain on a trip to the coast, because he had this whole romantic plan and the weather ruined it, but he did it anyway. He knelt in a puddle for me. Where is that man? Does he still exist? Or was he ever real? I'm questioning everything now. Every memory is tainted. Was he thinking of someone else then too? Has this been going on for longer than 6 months? Is just the latest one? I want to believe it's nothing. I want to wake up and find out this was all a nightmare. But it's not. It's real. And I'm living in it. He's steering next to me. He just rolled over and threw his arm across my waist in his sleep. His hand is resting on my hip. A familiar weight. It used to feel like safety, like home. Now it just feels heavy. I don't know what to do. Every option feels like a different kind of amputation. Do I cut off the limb to save the body? Or do I just let the poison spread until everything is dead? He's sleeping next to me right now, and I've never felt so alone. Thank you to the woman who shared this story with us. We know she's not the only one sitting in that silence. If you're listening, thank you for being here for these stories. Until the next one.